Nina bendlovena amandla nazi indaba ze1KZNTV nifundele uphilano kaCebekukhulu kamzimba umntwana uyakhuleka sanibonani. Nazo ke zona ihlokwana zethu esithi izo ezihamba phambili namuhla. Kwethulwe lesikhwama se-Nsfas Emfolozi, ukuguquka kwesimo sezulu kunomthelela omubi. Siyanemukela kwindaba ze1KZNTV. Abesikhwama ehlinzeka abafundi baseyikhungweni zemfundo ephakeme nasemakolishi ngemali yokufunda i-Nsfas sethule ngokusemthethweni ukuhlelo lokukhokhela ke abafundi imali ezindleko zokudla nokunye eqonde ngqo kumabhange abo. Lolu uhlelo kwekuhloswe ngalo ukuchitha izingqinamba ebhekene nabafundi lapho beyithola khona bengayitholi imali ngenxa yekhungu ebiyiqala yedlule kuzona ngaphambi kokuba kifinyelele kubona. Isikhulu esiphezulu salesi sikhwama Andile Nongoko uthi ke inhloso onqange yalolu shintsho ukunikeza abafundi isiqinisekiso sokuthi ke bayithola yonke imihlomulo yabo futhi ifike kubona ngesikhathi esifanele.
Isikhulu esiphezulu sesikhwama esihlinzeka abafundi ngemali i-Nsfas uAndile Nongoko uthi ukwethulwa kohlelo oluthumela imali iqonde ngqo kubafundi isuka kulesi sikhwama kwenziwe ngenhloso yokunika abafundi isiqiniseko sokuthi bayithola yonke imihlomulo yabo.
Students said to us they wanted certainty. They wanted to know, like many of us in the room that are employed, you know for certain that your date of paying is this date. You know, very few people can talk about they have been missed through the payroll. And this is exactly what students are saying, that they want certainty. The objective of this solution, I think the principal spoke to it, and Mr. Fuzana, it's really one, to provide that certainty to the students. That one, they know when they will be paid, and they know that they are dealing with Nsfas, because oftentimes we have to do this finder for students when they say, I have not received my allowance. Our response would be, but we've paid your institution. No, but the institution says they have not received the money. Now this enables us as Nsfas to take accountability when a student has not received the payment.
Umengameli weSEZULU.1KZNTVNEWS Nzoyiya uthi ke kubanika ithemba ukwethulwa kwalolu hlelo ubese phonsela uNsfas inselelo yokwenyuswa kwemali enikwa abafundi basemakolishi kanye nasemanyuvesi.
Engakusho ngale launch ibibaleke kakhulu kuthina ngoba besifuna ukuthi si transform indlela uNsfas asebenza ngayo enzele kuzokwazi ukuthi uNsfas a respond kuma challenges abafundi abanawo yabo, so that nathi next year singabi nenkinga eziningi zokuthi uNsfas akafikelele lapha nalapha, kodwa ngale launch sinalo ithemba ukuthi okuningi kuzoshintsha. If you look across the sector, there's been a change kwe-economy kunento eziningi esezenzakele esesiaffecte increase ama fees ayanyuswa, ukudla kuyanyuka, nawe yazi ukuthi bekhona complain ukuthi amafutha aseyabiza manje, into eziningi ziyanyuka, but ama allowance agcina ukunyuka ngo-2018, meaning that into ozithenga ngo-2018 ngale mali oyithola ngalesa sikhathi ngeke wasawuzithenga manje yabo, so ama allowance of students akanyuka, so that the support ebesinika abafundi ingashintshi ngenxa yezimo ze-economy. Futhi sithi ayinyuke nge-inflation rate plus lama cost la azobe khona le system ye-bank card, so that sifuni le bank system ye-bank card i-affect ama-students aphele kuyiwona akhokha le mali kumele ngabe ikhokhwe for the process ukusebenza. So sikubeke nje kwacaca kuminister ukuthi i-increase yama-allowances i-deal breaker for 2023 lokho asizukhoxisa, futhi siya kuma-guideline consultation ka-Nsfas, so fike sikumele futhi lokho sikhulumile nama-SRCs wama-university oyi-26, siyakhuluma nama-SRCs wama-college oyi-50, siyavumelana ukuthi ama-allowances aka-increase ngoba njengamanje lama-allowance akakwazi ukuthi afikelele kuyidingo zabafundi. Iningi kakhulu idingo manje ezidingo abafundi enzele ekuthini bakwazi ukuthi besebenze kahle ema-university nasema-colleges.
Kanti umphathi wekolishi lamakhono elise-Richards Bay Emfolozi.TVET College nokuyilapho bekwethulwa khona lolu hlelo uthi kubanike inkululeko beyikolishi ukuthi abafundi babo kanye nabanye ngeke besacwaseka kwabanye abafundi njengoba kwethulwe lolu hlelo.
If they have a bank card, it gives them the freedom to choose what to eat, when and how, and it teaches young people and gives them the opportunity to be able to budget for their own money, because now everything is with them. They can buy their toiletries. The card does not give them a stigma. The issue of vouchers gave stigma to all the Nsfas students, because when they go to the shops, they will be treated differently. They'll have a different queue. It also was instilling the issue of saying the poor should stand in this particular queue, because we're talking about people from poor families or humble families. Now they would have a different queue at the shops. Now this brings the dignity back to be able to stand in everybody's queue and buy what they need to buy, and it will give young people the opportunity not to worry about issues of food instead of worrying about how they pass the next test.
Ezindabeni za1KZNTV kubeka umqondisi Miyeni ngiseRichards Bay.
Ukuguquka kwesimo sezulu kudala umonakalo omkhulu njengoba kuyimvula kanye nokushisa kwelanga kwenzeka ngendlela engajwayelekile. Isifundazwe KwaZulu-Natal sibe yisisulu sezimvula ezinamandla ezayihambisana nezikhukhula zashiya umonakalo omkhulu. Isazi sezemvelo Avina Jacqueline wenhlangano esebenza ngemvelo iGroundwork uthi izinkampani izona ezinomthelelo omkhulu ngokuguquka kwesimo sezulu. Uthi iqhaza lingabanjwa abantu ekulisaneni nalokhu kuqinisekisa ukuthi uhulumeni uyayilandela imigomo nemibandela yemvelo. Ukusho lokho ngesikhathi engxoxa khethekile nethimba lezindaba le1KZNTV.
Inhlangano esebenza ngokubhekelela imvelo iGroundwork ithi ukuguquka kwesimo sezulu kwezela kakhulu emazweni aseningizimu yeAfrika. Lokhu kuveze uAvina Jacqueline ngesikhathi enengxoxo ekhethekile neziko le1KZNTV. Uthe usamningi umsebenzi okumele wenziwe ukulisana nalesimo.
The climate crisis is here now and it is intensifying. South Africa and Africa are warming much faster than the rest of the world. And while the world's average temperature is roughly rising by 1 degree, Southern Africa is rising. The warming is at a rate that is twice that. And this has been acknowledged also by Minister Barbara Creecy of the South African National Department of Fisheries, Forestry and the Environment. And then also, according to the IPCC, which is the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, 45% of the world's population lives in areas where people are a lot more vulnerable. They're considered areas of high vulnerability, where people are going to be affected by extreme weather. As much as we might try and build houses for people, it doesn't mean that they're not going to be vulnerable. And so a lot more needs to be done in terms of mitigation, and then also building things like climate resilience. But we have to start by stopping the burning of fossil fuels, and that means drastically reducing our emissions.
uJacqueline uthe iningi imali yokubhekana nenhlekelele edalwa ukuguquka kwesimo sezulu ekhishelwe uhulumeni, kepha indlela esetshenziswa ngayo engalungile.
There's a lot of funds that are coming through, but again, it's misdirected into companies that come up with these very elaborate decarbonization plans. But actually, when you look at the plans, they are just plans for more expansion, for more production, for more plastics production, for more synfuels. But it's not really a true decarbonization plan. There are lots of false solutions that are being proposed. And I think that a lot needs to be done. People per se are not directly responsible for these high greenhouse gas emissions, but they need to put pressure on government and industry to reduce their production greenhouse gas emissions. Because remember, the fossil fuel industry is emitting all the way from extraction to transport to distribution to production to the combustion, as well as the secondary industries of the fertilizers and pesticides, as well as plastics. So it's supporting all of those industries, and they are the biggest polluters. And we need to start with the large polluters. People are not the primary cause of it. It is the polluting industries and the government that is supporting them.
Ezindabeni ze1KZNTV ngu-Ayanda Dube ngisemgungundlovu.
Ake sithi ishelele itolo mbukeli siyabuya nezinye zendaba zethu. Nina bendlovena amandla sibonge siphinde sinamukele nisabukele indaba zethu ze1KZNTV nazo ke izona ndaba esithi izo ezihamba phambili namuhla. Kwethulwe lesikhwama se-Nsfas Emfolozi, ukuguquka kwesimo sezulu kunomthelela omubi. Uhlalo wekomiti lezempilo eshamthetho sesifundazwe saKwaZulu-Natal uMakiki Majola uthi ukhathazekile ngokuthi ezinye zezibhedlela ezinkulu ezisenyakatho nalesi sifundazwe kazikho esimeni esifanele ukumumatha umthamo weguli engahle igcwaleke kuzona njengoba kubhekwe kumaholide okuphela konyaka. Phakathi kwalezi zibhedlela ezibalwe ngumhlonishwa uMajola, isibhedlela saseMelmont, iKwamagwaza St Mary Hospital kanye naMadadeni Hospital esendaweni yaseNewcastle enhlane lesifundazwe. Lezi zibhedlela kuvela ukuthi kazinazo iy'nsiza kusebenza kanye nezisebenza zanele kuzona ukumelana nomthamo omkhulu weguli.
Usihlalo wekomiti lengamele ezempilo kusifundazwe KwaZulu-Natal, umhlonishwa noMakiki Majola, uthi ukushoda kwabahlengikazi yiyona ngqinamba enkulu ebhekene nesibhedlela saKwamagwaza eseMelmont enyakatho nelikaMthaniya. uMajola usho kanje ngenkathi ikomiti lihambele izibhedlela ngenhloso yokuhlola ukuthi ngabe zisezingeni elifanele yini ukumumatha umthamo weziguli.
So xa sifikile eMagwaza immediately singena xa sithi sifuna ukungena ukubona iambulance. Kodwa iambulance ekhona it's a private ambulance ezise ama-patients that have been involved in accident. It is the same thing that we have decided to come and see how are they going to manage. Yes, when we are talking of casualty, it is not capacitated in a way to manage these high volumes of accidents that we have seen and we are anticipating when it comes to the issue of the trucks, because the trucks on the roads are the ones that are predisposing our communities to these high rates of accidents. And the very patients on that day, they are the very patients that they are the very drivers of the truck. Those two patients that were involved in accidents, they were the truck drivers. So sisibonile ke isimo sabo into ukuthi i-casualty yabo ayinawo amandla okumelana nomthamo wengozi ezenzekayo. Sizoqala sithethe ngokuthi i-casualty yabo njengoba sisho ukuthi equipment yakhona ayenele into okumelana nokusebenza nokuthi isize abantu. Number 2, amanesi akhona ambalwa. Sifumene isimo sokuthi amanesi asebenza koma-theatre uzosebenza umuntu emini ebusuku angene ku-on-call system, which is very dangerous.
Kanti ezinye zezibhedlela athe wazibalula isibhedlela eMadadeni esingaphansi kwesifunda eMajuba kanye neTshelejuba esisophongolo, nalapho eveze khona ukuthi izinsiza kusebenza kazanele ukusiza abantu abaxilongwa kulezi zibhedlela.
When we were in Tshelejuba, having seen what they have and what Magwaza does not have, we requested that there should be a inter-district change of the equipment so that the whole route is being assisted. Especially as a Madadeni, mental services, mental block is going to be built. That means same thing that is going to happen to the general wards because the situation is bad. We are aware into ukuthi i-department ayinayo i-assessment sokuthi ibe nama-litigations ibe nokumangalelwa imiphakathi ngenxa yezinto ezenzeke zikhangeleke ukuba zenzeke budedengu, kodwa akekho unesi oyozathi xa ndithi ndiyanesa ndinesa ukuze kwenzeke okurongo. Kodwa ngenxa yokwenziwa kwezinto nokusota nezinto ezisibangela into ukuthi umphakathi ube nokubona into ukuthi umuntu wami andenelisekanga ngokusetyenzwa kwakhe, iyenze loo nto lokuthi masibe nokumangalelwa. Then xa umangalelwa uzo-enda apho sofuneka i-department imali ebimele uba incedisa ekuqasheni wona amanesi nokuthenga equipment ihamba iyobhatala those litigations.
Ezindabeni ze1KZNTV ngingumqondisi Myeni ngibika ngeSeRichards Bay.
Kubuka ngasengathi lisazoqhubeka nokuhlala ngobumnyama izakhamizi zaseNingizimu Afrika njengoba uhlelo lokunqanyula kagesi ngenhloso kuwonga lunyukelwa beka kwesigabeni sesithathu ngolwesithathu kuleli sonto. Ngolwesithathu isikhungo kwesiphehla kugesi sibhale enkundleni ezokuxhumana uTwitter ukuthi ke ukucisha kagesi kusukela ngolwesithathu kuzobe namhlanje kuzoba sesigabeni sesithathu, nokho ke okungase ke kushintshe kuqhutshwa uma ngabe isidingo sikhona. Umphakathi wakuleli unembono ehlukile ngalokhu.
Usikhathaza ngendlela engeke ngayichaza ngempela ngoba cishe manje kusuke wonke lo nyaka mhlambe nodlule uqhamcishi ugcina ungasazi ukuthi kwenzeka ini la nje ezweni. kumanje nje kuziwa ko December kufanele kuhlukaniswe izitokfela nje into ethi fridge asikayazi noma ukuthi uphekile okuphekile angeke ubasho ukuthi uzohamba nini uzobuya nini ubona nje ngenya kanti ke sikhathazekile ingane ziyabhala kuyimanje nje sinaleyo nkinga sikhathazekile so ngikhuluma nje mina njengomphakathi njengelunga lomphakathi wala endaweni kusihlukumezile kuyasihlukumeza futhi kuyaqhubeka kuyasihlukumeza ngoba asazi ukuthi into eyoziphela emhlakabani
isihlukumeza kabi ngoba sithi yafunda lapho ugesi umane uhambe sho kuthiwa sifuna ukuresearch amafoni ayacisha sisakwazi nokuthi siresearch sesikoleni asikwazanga ukubhala ama-exam kahle amanye amaphepha awazange ukuthi aprint manje lo trading nje yasihlukumeza labanye abanagesi kusukela ngoMay manje ukuthi bapheka kanjani ba-charge kanjani yabo yahlukumeza kabi ke
indaba lo trading yahlukumeza nje abafundi yabo uthi uyafunda ugesi uyahamba nakhulazi mina ke ugesi after transformer thina endaweni ehlala kuyona from mhla 22 May kuze kube manje ukalungisa ugesi yabo bayo yonke indaba le bazama ngomphakathi ukulungisa ugesi esikhomo yabo uyadelay nonke into zawo lokho kuyasihlukumeza kakhulu thina asikwazi ukufunda kahle yabo lasikole kuyasiphazamisa efundweni zethu
thina siyalimala kakhulu njengomphakathi ngoba manje kufanele ukuthi sithenge upetrol for ama-generator then masithenga upetrol for ama-generator upetrol nawo uyacosta futhi unyukile so iyasilimaza kakhulu lento yagesi uhulumeni kufanele ngabe uyakwazi ukuthi azwelane nathi njengamalungu omphakathi and futhi sinamabhizinisi esiwaqalayo esifisa ukuthi adlondlobale siyawudinga ugesi ukuze sizokwazi ukuthi singasheshi sivale sekuthe ukuthi mhlambe nathi ukuze sizokwazi ukuthi si-cash up imali engcono at the end of the day iyona imali kufanele sibe nayo ukuze sizokwazi ukuthi sithenge lo petrol ekufanele siwufake kuma-generators.
Abesifazane ababili bakulesifundazwe saKwaZulu-Natal babe ngabanye sebandise isibalo sabesifazane ababulawayo kuleli bebulawa egamekweni ezahlukene lapho kusolwa khona izithandwa zabo esikhathini nje esizinsuku eziyisikhombisa. NgoLwesithathu kuleli sonto uThenjiwe Mgobhozi wasendaweni yaseMthebeni eNdwedwe uTutshule wabulawa kanye nomunye wesilisa egamekweni ezahlukene kusolwa ukuthi ke babulawa ubaba wezingane zakhe ngoba basola ngokuthi sebeyajola. Kanti kwesinye isigameko Amanda Mthalane wasendaweni yaseThandaza kwambonambi inyakatho yesifundazwe saKwaZulu-Natal ngoLwesine olwedlule yena ukwazi wabulawa esemsebenzini nalapho kusola khona isoka lakhe okuvela ukuthi ubengasalifuni ngenxa ukuthi belihlale njalo limdendebula ngenduku. Ekhasini lezindaba kuFacebook elithi 1KZNTVNews baphawulile kumbuzo wethu abantu ukuthi obuthi ke konakelephi abantu besifazane babulawa kangaka kulelizwe ngezandla zabathandiweyo babo. Umnikeni Nqulunga uthi iqiniso alibunjwa ngamanga. Iqiniso niyalazi ukuthi kungani kunje. Lokhu nizenzisa nje. Ngingezwakali kabi kodwa kwenza ngakhathazeka kakhulu ukuthi 90% wazo lezi igemegeme wenzeka phakathi kwezithandani. Lokho kusitshela lukhulu kodwa niyakushalazela ngoba nifuna ukuzenza bahle emehlweni omhlaba. Iqiniso alibunjwa ngamanga. Kanti uSimphiwe Kwaito wakabiyela uthi abazama ukwehlisa edlisweni linzima lele neinzipho ngoba uvela ubona usuphelele yikho konke obunakho uma nje engasekho eduze kwakho. Nami ngibuya khona lapho ngabanjwa sengithi ngiyoqeda ngabangani bakhe noma wakhe elokho ngibiza ngomkhwenyana kanti ingane yakhe ibijola azi. Ngabanjwa ke ekhaya ngitshontsha isibhamu sika baba bangise enyangeni ehostela bangiphalazisa kusukela manje angifisi yenzeke komunye umuntu lento. Kanti uSelindani Ngcobo uthi kodwa ngathi ke nezinyanga ezikhipha imithi yokudlisana kumele ziboshwe nazo. Kanti uSibuda S Mvelase uthi umuntu wesifazane kumele afundiswe ngomuntu wesilisa onopitbull ongambulala. Ningabekezeleli ukufa, ningaphila ngaphandle komuntu wesilisa. Kanti ulwazi omuhle kaNdlovu uthi kubhlungu khona mase bebulawa nalabo ababoshiwe kubi kakhulu okwabo kazi kusuka sekwenze njani umuntu waye ungamyeki omunye azitholele enye intombi baningabe abantu besifazane la ngaphandle. Kanti uGubhuza TK Lucy uthi mina bengithi le genge nje eweek ayuyeke umjolo please bazosiqedela intombi. Umuntu uma esekuhlula miyeke noma ngabe kubhlungu kanjani kuzodlula shiya phansi inqwaba amantombazane. Kanti uLunga Intuli kaNtombela uthi kubhlungu yazi kodwa. Kanti uNonkanyiso Mpisana uthi mina ngelisabi ibhubesi ngisaba umuntu wesilisa. UkaMhlaba Sibeke Donga uthi imkhuba yezishimane shame. Kanti uMphile Zuma Msholozi Zuma uthi asibayeke abafana ngeke sizophela. Ake siphinde sithi shelele ezitolo siyabuya nezinye zendaba zethu. Asibonge siphinde sinamukele nisabukele zona indaba ze1KZNTV nazo kwezona ezihlokana zethu esithi yizo ezihamba phambili. Kwethulwe lesikhwama se-Nsfas Emfolozi, ukuguquka kwesimo sezulu kunomthelela omubi. Ake sibheke engosini yezomnotho. Iranda kuleli bizo 17 rand 40 cents kuyidola lasemelika bengu 20 rand 69 cents kupondo waseBrithani. Libonge 18 rand 1 cent maqhathaniswa ne-euro yase-Europe. Intengo yegolide yona ime $1,763 44 cents ounce. Uthi intengo longahluzwe yona bengu $89 78 cents umphongolo. Ake sibheke engosini yezemidlalo. Uchazekile umqeqeshi weqembu lesizwe lakuleli Bafana uHugo Bros ulandela ukudlala kahle kwezakhe ezibuye sezilandela ngemuva zabhambabula iqembu laseMozambique ngamagoli 2-1. iBafana ke ikhombisa ukuhlangana kulomdlalo okuzwana amandla obusembombela Stadium ngolwesine ke kusihlwa. uNelson Deverson ubeka ke ivakashi phambili ngomzuzu ka14 kodwa kumgandla odlala kuMinnesota United ubonga okuhlehlongwana wabuya namagoli 2 esiwombeni sesibili. Kuzothi ke ngesonto iBafana ke ibhekane neAngola kuyona lenkundla. Ake sibhekana isimo sezulu esingalindeleka. Nina bakaqambe lankomo zilahlekile zodliwa umdlebe kwasoshangano kamzimba umntwana nethimba lonke nje le indaba sithi khumu ukuze kube ngokuzayo.